Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, Ripple Milestone. Yes, indeedy. We got 10 Amicus Briefs and counting, ladies and gentlemen, and so much more. We got Toronto Stock Exchange shutting down for tech issues. How about the Saudi Arabia, Russia, China business? Well, we're going to talk about that. How about a Russia Ripple XRP bridge connection? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for exclusive content. Welcome back to the show. It's $1.06 trillion for cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen. 20,400 plus for Bitcoin, 1,500 plus for Ethereum. XRP is 46 cents right now. Let's take a look at this. Look, if you haven't taken a serious look at Masterworks to see if it's something that may be right for you, I'm encouraging you to take a look at it now. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. It's not financial advice. They are a sponsor, but I'm also a customer. You know this. But listen, this is the thing. You can compare it to the S&P 500. You can compare it to the housing market, U.S. corporate bonds, gold even, and see the returns of similar work by each of these artists. And they are well outperforming, like Richard Prince, they are well outperforming all other markets here in this instance. Make sure you check it out and see if it's right for yourself. Link beneath the video. Brad Garlinghouse says an incredible milestone for the XRP Ledger community. You're damn right. Congratulations to all of them. And David says right here, thanks for the collective to the collective effort of the XRP Ledger community and the XRP Ripple X developer engineers. XLS-20 is now enabled on the XRP Ledger mainnet, and a few NFTs have already been minted. Now we go on here, you can see pretty much the excitement here. This was over the case and the filing, I believe, of Coinbase. Now I don't want to speak for David here, but this came soon after, I think, the Coinbase filing of the Amicus Brief. It's Halloween. Why does it feel like Christmas? And if we have that aligned, right? And if not, David, forgive me. Did you ever think that you had already opened all your presents and then you discovered that there's one more hiding under the tree? Yeah, I certainly know what that feels like. But at the end of the day, there is this news here, and it's very, very exciting, right? And just to read the rest of it here, tokenization is not new to the XRP Ledger, but this presents a key milestone for developers and creators to tokenize any asset and build innovative Web3 projects with utility. The new standard introduces native NFTs on the XRP Ledger to represent unique assets along with efficient, secure operations to enumerate, transfer, and hold such tokens. Thank you for the patience and support in making native NFTs on the XRP Ledger a reality. How about that? Very, very cool. What a real mile marker it is. It really is a milestone here for the XRP Ledger. And I tell you, I just think over years to come, that is going to be remarkable. I want to say this very quickly. And I've been saying it because I think it's important to kind of frame it, at least get our minds under, I guess, comfortable with understanding that cryptocurrency itself is going to be a very small part of this digital asset class we're going into. Everything in the world is going to be tokenized, so we know securities are already an enormous market. Well, digital asset securities will be tokenized. They are going to be much larger than just cryptocurrency itself. And by the way, if you're asking legislative officials, they're going to tell you Bitcoin and Ethereum are crypto commodities, and everything else is essentially a digital asset security. Now, we got 10 Amicus Briefs, and this was one of them from Blockchain Association. Did you ever, and I'm not gloating, this is a great moment because Jake Travinsky has been openly, publicly, very, very hard on Ripple or XRP. And to see him unite for the better of the crypto space, I believe says a lot about Jake. I really do, and I hope I'm not overstating it, Jake. But it is rare in this world, the SEC enforcement, to see public outcry register on a federal court docket in the way we've seen from XRP holders since December 2020. And John Deaton deserves a lot of credit for that and for this brief. I look forward to reading the SEC's reply, and so do I, and he does. What John has decided to take on for all of us is what everyone else decided to sit back and watch. And I am really grateful that he's done it. And it is remarkable, the brief itself. Now, we know Matt Corva here has had some stuff to say about all of this. Obviously, everything consensus for Matt. And we know about all the stuff in ETHgate. And there's a little bit of pushback from Matt here. I'm not going to dive down into it right now because it's really for another video. We need to go another place right now so we don't run out of time. But I did encourage Matt in this thread to know that he is welcome on my show for a very civil discussion with John Deaton, and we will work it out to where the time works for everybody, and we will go over the information that is now in the crypto law library, and we will let him tell us what is fact and what is fiction, because the facts that we have in there up till now, not Matt Corva, not Charles Hoskinson's, not anyone has come forward and said, I will take that opportunity to sit down civilly and work these things to tell you what is fact or fiction. And I believe it's because they can't. But that's a whole nother matter. This is a shout out to Jimmy Valley right here in Val Hill Capital. Request permission to file an amicus brief. That's right, baby. Val Hill Capital shows up big right here in support of Ripple defendants. Motion for summary judgment. I just want to show you this really quickly here. Val Hill compensates its executives and one of its portfolio company CEOs in XRP, many of whom use XRP for everyday activities such as purchasing groceries or gas. Val Hill has also invested significant capital in projects premised on XRP's functionality as a digital currency. For example, one of Val Hill's most significant investments in its portfolio company, Delta Wave Energy. Delta Wave is among the first transparent carbon accounting protocols to harness digital asset blockchain technology for use in the oil gas industry. Yeah, that's who Val Hill Capital is, baby. And wait till you find out more about Delta Wave when that's coming. And I'm going to tell you, you know this carbon credit business is going to be big. Imagine the impact of that on the oil and gas, not to get away from the brief, which is going to be amazing. Shout out to Jimmy and everybody over there at Val Hill. This I wanted to jump into very quickly because I touched some of it this morning, but the Crypto Council for Innovation, which inadvertently is connected through companies that back the Crypto Council Innovation that also are connected to Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman, according to Eleanor Terrett. Shout out to her. But what I want to focus on here is this, because if you go through their amicus brief, which is really, really strong, and everyone's is, but what I want to show you here is, I believe it was page 24. And in fact, you know what? This is the amicus brief, but I don't need to go there. I actually have it. And it's this. Now, I covered it this morning, but I want to highlight this again because I think it's so important. This is a CCI in their amicus brief, and they're discussing here, right? This is important to know. Securities market infrastructure does not support blockchain transactions, which are a significant source of utility for XRP, right? So blockchains themselves and the liquidity on the blockchains is a way for XRP to connect in and get access to that liquidity, but securities market infrastructure that we currently have does not support blockchain transactions and other digital assets and XRP. Blockchains can provide for near instant settlement for peer-to-peer transactions as opposed to the T+2 settlement cycle commonly associated with securities. Initiate cross-border transactions with minimal time and resource costs, whereas securities infrastructure typically does not offer direct cross-border transactions and interface with third-party software applications which do not exist in the traditional securities market. If digital assets are not permitted to trade on the blockchain, obviously because they would be an investment contract according to the SEC, side note, these benefits cannot be realized. The CCI is what I take from this is suggesting what the benefit of blockchain and XRP could do if it is not deemed an investment contract to settle and update the T+2 settlement cycle of the entire securities market. That's the suggestion I'm getting that they made out of there, and I'm pretty sure that I understand what they say. That is quite a powerful statement when you're talking about use case, ladies and gentlemen. And it also made me remember this. Remember when the SEC, that's right, and it was Caroline Crenshaw and everybody here, Hester Peirce and Gary Gensler, and I forget her name, they were all here and they voted unanimously to use distributed ledger technology for derivatives to speed up the same-day settlement. Isn't that the point that the CCI is making? And isn't it ironic that an amicus brief is filed in support of Ripple and XRP to speed up settlement of the derivatives market for which the agency overseer is suing Ripple and XRP for? Validating to me that there needs to be a legal ruling on this weaponized case that provides clarity for us to move forward, or at least the Treasury and FSOC to come in. Take a listen.
The ever-increasing pace of advancements in technology, including distributed ledger technology, further shortening the standard settlement cycle in the near future may be both desirable and feasible. Indeed, some such efforts are already underway.
Oh, wow.
Today, we do have those technologies not only to shorten the settlement cycle to 1 day, but also to shorten key elements of what's called the clearing process, that which goes on before. Also, I think rather important, it requires 3 important steps in that clearing process, the back office plumbing process of affirmation, i.e. to fully automate transaction processing. Again, lowering risks in the system. Now, separately, the Commission is also issuing a robust request for comment around areas to consider with respect to potentially achieving same-day net settlement in the future.
So you hear it right there. Let's get to the vote.
Actually exists today, not just for same-day affirmation, confirmation, and allocations, but even for same-day settlement. How do commissioners vote on the division's recommendations to amend the Securities Exchange Act on clearing and settling?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. The recommendation is approved unanimously.
And there you have it, right? So this is getting very, 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 very compelling to me, seeing this kind of argument being made by an amicus brief in support of Ripple XRP, understanding that the SEC, in parallel, whether it be mutually exclusive or not, I find to be very compelling to pay attention to. Just like I find this to be compelling. Toronto Stock Exchange halts all trading due to technical issues. I don't think I need to say anything else. And we know about the China, Russia are working on a homegrown alternative to SWIFT payment system. All of this is happening right now. While this case is going on, that's obviously either through the case is going to decide the past to present. Maybe the judge goes to rule for the future. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe the Treasury FSOC comes in. Certainly we're going to need some legislation at some point from Congress. However way this breaks, we are damn near at that point, right? Get us to midsummer next year and let's size up where we are here. Matter of fact, when we look at where we are with the case, let's take a look and notice where we are with China and Russia and that new payment system. Let's keep an eye on where the SEC may be with their DLT, and such efforts are already indeed underway, right? And whether Toronto's actually moving to a new system because of their technical issues. And what if Saudi Arabia joins Russia and China in BRICS coalition and abandons the petrodollar? You know, we got some evidence here from Nathan Price. This is a report that came out, it looks like in 2020 possibly here, and then released and published in 21. And it's a report for the economy of Russia here and blockchain technologies. And wouldn't you know it, the circle of main problems of the industry is consistently highlighted and possible solutions are proposed. Special attention is paid the possibilities of XRP token as a payment currency bridge and as a spam protection tool on the basis of the Ripple network. The important advantages of using blockchain for the further development of digital economy of the individual states and the world as a whole are emphasized. There you have it, social and behavioral science, EuropeanProceedings.com. This came from Nathan Price, who is a fantastic influencer and researcher on Twitter. Look, does that mean that there's a guarantee that Russia is going to lean into RippleNet and XRP as a bridge currency for this new platform and new international payment system they've put together? I don't know. Doesn't guarantee it. But I find it very, very compelling that I should pay attention to it. And I wanted to share it with you. It's not financial advice from me, Nathan, or anyone else. But on this day, it is our digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.